What's up, guys? Adam Grover here. Now the cam hasn't come in yet, but when that comes, there will be a video for that. But this was something I was really excited to show you guys, and that's the in-head piston cutters. Now, I was going to open the box and stuff with you guys, but I've made a couple videos already, and I'm just getting tired as time counts on. So I'm going to try to sum this up rather quickly. To start, Dave at Lindy Tool Company makes in-head piston cutters for valve reliefs. This is what they look like. Now, these are very sharp. This is a 202, and I got a 160. Now, as you can see, I got two cutters with two guide rods and two stops. Okay? It's not what I ordered. I ordered two cutters, one guide rod, and one stop. And you might be saying, well, how do you have two? Guy must have messed up. No. He sent me this on the house. Alright. Now, I talked to Dave at Lindy Tool. I called him. He's probably busy. Didn't answer. Mailbox was full. Kind of felt a little discouraged because I was excited about ordering these. So I sent him an email. And then he called me. Alright. I don't remember how long it was. Might have been an hour or two later. He's got a business to run. So it's understandable. And I'm not upset about it. This was the nicest guy I think I've ever talked to on the phone. Period. As far as business goes. It felt like I was talking to a friend. Alright? We're getting to know a new friend, and that's pretty much what happened. Now, how these work, I'm going to get back a little bit on the experience with Dave, but I want to show you guys how these work real quick. Now, this is supposed to come off. I don't have an Allen key handy. Should have had one handy by now because I keep forgetting I need it. But lube them up first. Don't slide them in dry like I'm doing. But these will slide in. Okay. I got to clean these up still, so that's why they're not going in all the way. The stop will go on here, and then the drill goes on here, and then you just drill into the piston, and then it will hit the stop. So you got to do some measuring. I'll show you guys how to actually use them when the time comes, just to give you a little rundown on how they work. Got to bolt the head down to the block and things like that. They look like they're made really well. They're beautifully done. And he's really the only company that makes these in a wide variety. Iski makes a couple different ones. And there's another company that makes a set for LS. Lindy Tool. He makes different size guide rods and obviously different size cutters. This is a 202 and a 160. They are a little bit bigger than 202 and 160 due to if the valve grows from heat or anything like that, it has the adequate room in the relief so it doesn't hit the piston. And he told me that over the phone, Dave at Lindy. It's his business. He's been doing it, I want to say he said 30 years. He's done these for a lot of top-notch guys. A lot of bigwigs, pro stock guys, I can't remember the guys. He named them. But he was told me he's one of the first guys to make this stuff and to cut seats into his heads and stuff back in the day. So he's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing, and I look forward to talking to him again in the future, because I could probably learn something from him. They do come with instructions. This is a $350 set of tools. They're not really cheap per se, but I mean, the guy, he's got to make a living, you know, and he's cheaper than everybody else, to be quite honest. So it might seem like a lot for this to some people, but this is actually a pretty good deal. And you can use these, obviously, on aftermarket pistons or any piston to cut valve reliefs. I've actually wanted these for quite a while. We were going to do a friend of mine's 302. I was going to try to do the similar thing that I'm doing here. He saw the price of the tool and he's like, I'll just buy pistons. And then from there on, it snowballed into a stroker. So, and if he allows me, maybe I'll show you guys that engine in the future. But these are $350 for me, because he did save me about $44.20 to be exact. It's $309.30 shipped. The shipping was $15.10 with insurance. Now, I talked to Dave like 25-30 minutes or so on the phone, and he was telling me about his car, and I told him about my cars and stuff, and just the average guy, hot rodder, and just a pleasure to speak to and deal with. It was like I said, it was like talking to a friend. It wasn't even like I was doing a business transaction. Let's just say he has a lifetime customer if I ever need something that cuts. So you can go to his site, Lindy Tools. If you put in head piston cutters on Google, he'll pop up Lindy Tools or Lindy Tools Company. And it's actually Lindy Tool Company. But well, he's usually the first one to pop up, at least on my Google search. And check his site out. It's old school, it's basic. You don't have to call him if you want something. He's a very old school guy. He told me himself that he's going to do this till he can't anymore. So that's the type of guy that I want to know, and you know, he's driven and he's into this. So his heart's in it. This is, you could tell when you talk to somebody if they're into this or if they just do it to make money, and he's not in this to make money. He's in this because he loves it. So it was nice to speak to somebody that's like that, because you don't find it anymore. I deal with a lot of people over the phone. Holly, Summit, Jegs, Speedmaster, Speedway Motors, KMJ Performance, S&W. I'm looking at stickers on my toolbox that I've ordered stuff from. And I've dealt with a lot of nice people over the phone. I can't say I've ever had an experience like this one. And I've never had a company that I just started doing business with where they're just like, yeah, here's a $40 item, take it. I talked to him over the phone, told him what I wanted, and he emailed me and said, I'm sending you this rod on the house. So now I'm not saying he's going to do that for everybody else. Obviously he can't, This is a business, so if you call him, don't expect him to give you stuff. I surely was. I'm blown away by this. Some people, they hear this and they expect the same thing for them. Now, nothing makes me special, but for some reason, he did it. I'm grateful that he did it. I really want to actually send him more money. If I could afford it right now, I would. I'm just blown away. You don't get people like this anymore. And honestly, he's probably the type of guy where if I tried to send more money, he'd probably, tell me not to. So, maybe he heard the same thing I heard when he spoke to me, the passion. But great guy to talk to. I'll be calling him in the future when I have more time and talking to him, because it's definitely, he was a pleasure to speak to on the phone. I'll send him an email about getting these, and he wants me to keep him updated on what happens with this, so I will do that. And you guys need something that cuts. I believe he sells porting stuff, like stuff to port heads with, cutters for that. So I gotta get my dad hooked on that, if he needs anything. He's got a customer for life here, and somebody who's gonna try to spread the word. So hopefully this video gets more views than the rest of them. It's more important to keep someone like this in business. I don't know his financial status. I don't know how well or bad. I don't know any of that. But he's an average guy that started a business that deserves more business. So the more we can give him, the more he can make stuff and talk to different people, because he gets enjoyment out of guys like you and me. So, you need something, Lindy Tool Company. You need something that cuts, you can make it. And this stuff, like I said, it's very nicely made, very sharp. So you get these, be careful. Don't run your finger along them, If you want to touch it straight on, sure, but don't do none of these movements, because it is sharp. This thing will slice you open. These rods are interchangeable, so if you get a cutter, and you want to use it on say you're going from a small block forward head to a LS head, they have the same valve, same size valve, or you want to make the same size cut, you can get the different rod and change the rod. So, like I said, you need something that cuts. Something like this. Lindy Tool Company. Google it. It'll pop up. Check them out. Give them your business, guys, if you need something like this. Other than that, it's going to sum this video up. So thank you for watching. If you like this stuff, like and subscribe. Sorry guys, I'm tired. Still getting over this cold, and just today I've just been wanting to sleep. So thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Hopefully next time you see me, I'll have a camshaft in my hands. Alright. Catch you guys later. Thanks again.